morning, everyone. Welcome to the Dream Journal. I decided that I'm going to start doing some videos because writing seems to take forever, but I'm still going to write some because they need a story more than just a little video. But anyways, the dream I just had was really realistic and really fucked up. So, there were different parts. There was one part of my dream, like one whole dream pretty much, where this girl's trailer was on fire. I'm skipping that. There was a whole nother part where I went into this war, and I'm gonna skip that, and I'm gonna just go straight to the nightmare. So, I was supposed to be on vacation, and it was me and I'd say 4 other girls, and we were somewhere that was like really rainy, and I think that there was some sort of coastline. Anyways, we were vacationing with this guy that was like family of one of the girls I was with, and he had his own house and stuff down there. And so, I figured you could trust him because he's family, or whatever he was supposed to be. Anyways, so I had my suitcase, and we were at the house, and then we left, and we were walking on this like pier, and it was cloudy, which is funny because when I woke up today, it looks really bright outside, but it's really overcast, and it just kind of sucks that, sorry, I'm getting off track. So, we're walking down this pier kind of thing to this restaurant, and it's late afternoon. It's supposed to be like 4 o'clock-ish, and all of us girls went inside, and the guy never came inside. And he just stayed outside, and he was talking to somebody, which, I didn't think was that big of a deal. He lived there, was talking to somebody, whatever. We all went inside this restaurant, and I ordered a drink, and it was not alcoholic. I specifically remember it not having any alcohol in it. And I got my drink, and the rest of the girls decided that they needed to go to the bathroom, and I was like, alright, well, I'll be here. And I was sitting on this bench, and in my dream it felt like I was waiting for hours for them to come back, and I ended up falling asleep. And when I woke up, it was dark outside. It was nighttime. I was still all by myself. Nobody came back. My friends never came back. The guy we're supposed to be with never came back, and I was alone on a bench somewhere I've never been before. And when I stood up, I was fucked up. I was like drunk. I couldn't walk, and in my head I'm like, oh my god, what happened to me? Like, where I lost so much time. And sorry, I'll try to speed this up. So I make my way to this bathroom, and I notice like the bathroom's really gross. Like, I sit down on the toilet, and in front of me there's like this piss puddle on the floor, and then next to me are 2 pairs of my shoes, and I was just like, how did those even get here? And I pulled out my phone, and for a split second, I saw this video, and it showed all of us girls, and I didn't remember this at all, and one girl was sitting on the counter, and she was screaming like, "I need to meet Jay-Z!" I don't know. And another girl was standing there, like, comforting her or something, and then the video goes from looking at them to looking at me, and I'm, like, making out with two girls. I didn't remember that, and so I was freaking out, and everybody kind of came back, but I was the only one freaking out. Like, what the fuck happened? Where did the time go? Why was I drunk? Why did I have that video on my phone? And everybody was kind of acting like I was crazy. And, my suitcase was missing all of a sudden. And so I was yelling at everybody there because I wasn't there. And I didn't know what happened. Anyways, so I'm freaking out because my suitcase is gone. I'm yelling and screaming at everybody because I don't know what happened. And, so I'm on my way home, and I'm in these clothes that weren't even mine. And when I started the night, I wasn't wearing those clothes. I don't know whose fucking clothes those were. Like, everything was just wrong. When I came to, it's all just wrong. So, this mom and her son's like my age, are driving me back home, and I am still kind of freaking out, and nobody's believing me, and I start crying. And they're, like, laughing at me. And I tell her, the woman, that I want to get out of the car now. I didn't want to be around people anymore, like, something was just wrong. And she kept driving, so I reached forward, and, like, I just cranked on the emergency brake, and they were looking at me all crazy, and I was like, no, I want to get out of the car now. Not 5 minutes from now, right fucking now. And, like, the car kept rolling a little bit, and there was, like, a button on the end of the emergency brake, and, like, I pressed it, and the lady's, like, yelling at me and stuff, and we, like, passed my house. I don't know if I said that already, but we passed my house. And I opened up the back window and, like, jumped out, and I was wrapped in a blanket, and I'm, like, walking up my street, and my mom is, like, outside the driveway, and I'm still crying. And the son, like, gets out of the truck and comes over to me, like, to comfort me or something, I guess. And he's trying to ask me what happened. I was just like, I don't know. I have no idea what happened. And, I get to my mom, and I was just telling her, like, it was bad, something bad happened, and I was trying to explain it to her. She was asking me questions, and he was asking me questions, and I was getting frustrated, and I was just like, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to talk. And then all of a sudden I started getting these flashbacks of what happened when I was blacked out. So apparently I got in this car with some dude, and I was, like, my girls were doing the same thing, but we had, like, split up into different cars or something. And, like, the guys made it seem like it was gonna be this awesome as fuck night. We're going all out, like, we're gonna go see a concert, and we're gonna go do big, awesome things, something like that. So I'm in this car with this guy, it's my flashback, and I'm obviously in the passenger seat, and he gives me this pill, and I didn't stop him. But I didn't realize that I took anything until I took it. And then when I was remembering my flashback, I was like, why didn't I just try to throw it up? Because you know that was bad. Like, in real life, that would never happen. Like, if he just gave me a pill, I'd be like, yeah, you're high. But, so I was drugged in my dream. And after we get out, and he had a nice car, like, we were on some, like, not a racetrack, but everybody had, like, super awesome race cars. And I get out of the car to go into this other car, and I'm walking up, and this poor girl, there's this prostitute, like, just, like, bent over, ass to the world, and I'm, like, getting in the car, but it was, like, it wasn't me running myself up there. Oh my god, this is getting so long. So, yeah, that was my flashback. So I was drugged, and I was forced to do things I didn't want to do, and when I woke up this morning, I was just sweaty. Not in a good way. Like, I just woke up and I wanted to cry because I had just been drugged and I had no idea what happened. So, that was that.